the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leopard! Leopard!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to low level. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So out now come the Lions. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. So here come the Lions now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lawletta now on second. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him up the middle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the gun, here's Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
This is Gallman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's Gallman. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gallman will run it. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Gallman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Rosas puts this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On play action, they'll throw. The left side completion to Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! Set! Blue landing! Blue landing! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He's going to get it running right. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lauletta on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack this. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun.
Here's Lawletta. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawletta. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own own 47-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Lauletta. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Lauletta to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They start on the ground with Goldman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Lauletta from the 50. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They run once more with McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go now.
Now a toss. This is Gallman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
All right, now, lucky
For
56,
a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Toss play to McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Lions on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas, the intended target. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
All right, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.